Well, I'm on my way home from Batavia. I got to the races and I looked at the program and I said, first off, my name's not Jordan Stratton. We had to change that. Secondly, of the two divisions, I thought it was fair. I think they were evenly matched. Andy Miller's horse looked great in the first division. Our filly warmed up good, running in just a hair, which isn't a big deal. She accelerates through the turns. When she runs out in the straightaways, that's when she gets in trouble. So her running in, not really a big deal. I left out of there. The one horse had me headed going into the first turn, but I know our filly, she just accelerates through the turn, and she did. Accelerated the front. I got everything my own way. I was a little surprised when he challenged me down the backstretch. I mean, our really blue chip has been legit since day one, and I got a 31 and a bit second quarter, I think, and or 30 and a bit. No, I think it was 31. And out comes Aki, and I said, "Okay, let's go." And he tried to right around me. Philly come off the track. She was just beat for third, finished fifth. Come off the track. Her stifles were shaking a bit. Track is very deep in Batavia. This is opening night or one of the first nights. Track was very deep in Batavia. Now, it was deep for everybody. No excuses. But her stifles were shaking and quivering, which meant she worked really hard. I could hear her scrubbing at her knees a little bit. Not the end of the world. It was a horse race. But she worked really hard. I talked to Scott after and said, you should probably maybe draw blood on her. And he said the same thing. He said right away, we'll draw some blood and work on her stifles. And I said, he said she might have tied up or something. I said, well, it's a long ship down. He said she left at 4 o'clock in the morning. She raced at 8. I didn't even get up to pee at 4 o'clock in the morning today. It's a long ship for those babies. And all those people are in the same area. Aki, Rob Herman, all those guys are in the same area. So, long ship nonetheless. So she doesn't carry a lot of weight, this filly. She could have just been a little washed out, a little tired from the trip. So whatever, he'll regroup, take her blood, make sure she wasn't sick, like it's going around. Even he said he had some sick horses, but we'll regroup and put her in next week. And then earlier in the day, oh my God, what a calamity. So Tim called me last week and said, hey, we can wait 2 weeks for this colt, or we can race him now and give him 2 weeks. He said, the maiden here is pretty cheap right now. I think we can get him good for the maiden. I said, well, I can't go. Put Aaron on him and see how he is. I told Aaron, don't put him right on the gate. He didn't. He timed the gate. And he was a runaway after that. And, man, I don't think I've seen a race like that since I was a kid. I don't recall seeing a horse in front by 25 lengths or 24 lengths at that. I don't recall that happening. And sure, he walked on the end. How couldn't he? 125-1? Are you kidding me? Today's win was kind of like kissing your cousin. Great to get a kiss, great to get a win, but when you look back at how you got it, a little rough, a little ugly looking. So I wasn't very happy with the performance. Yeah, I'm glad. We all knew he could trot that fast. For those of you out there that didn't think Sebastian had that kind of speed, he does. My only concern is, how do we get him off the gate now? I asked Aaron after, I said, listen, if you can't drive him next time, maybe you could get me the number of Thor or the Incredible Hulk. They could fill in for a week. That's a nut that's going to be tough to undo. I mean, Aaron's job is to keep him trotting and get paid. He did. Kept him trotting and got paid. He said he was pacey. He's been pacey before. We can add a little weight and try and measure him out a little bit. If you recall, 2 starts ago in the qualifier, I had no problem. Take him off the gate, up to the quarter and third. Yeah, I ended up on the front, but only because it was a disgusting qualifier. It was at the quarter and 32-2. 32-2. He went 26. He went 28, 56 and 4, 125 and 1, a mile and 57 today. So the only quarter and 28 that he didn't see for the most part was the last one. I know he can do it. I know he can do a better job, but we're gonna have to work on that. Anyway, he'll race next time. I think it's in a week or two. Maybe change his shoeing a little bit. We got some stuff to work on. Obviously, the speed is there. We'll work on the rest of it. So today was okay. We had a filly that was beat fair and square, had some issues. I think that long ship is probably the culprit there. And then we had a colt with an incredible amount of talent that used it in the wrong way today, but he got the win. So we got a win today. We'll build on that. I got nothing tomorrow. Friday we got our 3 horses in the Meadows and knockdown drag out in the Meadowlands. I'm in a tough spot. I've said this 4 times now. On Friday, I would have rather list Brian Sears, Yannick Gingras, or a multitude of plethora of other drivers on knockdown drag out and go drive horses that I actually own in the Meadows. You know, we have 3 horses that can win in the Meadows, not to mention knockdown drag out. We have Willpower Fashion. We are using Jeff Gregory on him. We have Libero Hanover, Mike Wilder, and Dave Pallone's going to drive the other filly just for me and you. All 3 of these horses can and likely could win. And horses like I guess I only own Willpower Fashion, a piece of him, but I'm going to continue to go where I need to go. And I believe that my services, the services that I have for our clients and the stable.ca, are rendered better at the Meadowlands, at least for this week. So we'll see how things shake out, see how this filly is, and we'll see how it all plays out. So we got a good week coming up. We got some horses in Kawartha on Saturday and some overnights. I think we got a good shot with McPherson Thunder. Even though he drew the outside, I think we can overcome that pretty quickly. We got a good shot with Just a Tad's got a little bit of a shot. There's one other horse I thought had a really good shot. Oh, Inland Beach got a great shot. Anyway, Saturday we're going to enter some horses for Sunday, also in Georgian, and then next week we have Ohio again. So, not a fantastic day today. Sebastian Yu was, as I said, showcased his talent, just didn't do it in the greatest way. He got the W. We'll take that. Really blue chip, raced well, but finished 5th, a beaten 5th, a hard-fought 5th, a little tired tonight, and Scott's going to be on top of that tomorrow. So I think this filly goes to Vernon next. Really blue chip, or Sebastian Yu, I believe, is back. I'm not sure where he's at. He's back in a couple of weeks, same as Willpower Fashion and the other colts. So that's it for today. Tomorrow, I apologize. Sebastian Ray is racing tomorrow. I'm not driving. Mario is. And then Friday we have the Meadowlands and the Meadows. Saturday, I personally have Kawartha Downs and Georgian on Sunday. And then it's off to the States again next week. So we got paid. We got some nickels and dimes today. We got a win from Sebastian Yu. We will end it on a positive note. We'll talk to you guys soon.